For today's 12 days of tutorials, I use the one Pat McGrath palette that I have, and that is the Mothership VII. It's the Divine Rose. I created this kind of cool toned mauve-y yet very sparkly look today, and I think it's so pretty. So if you want to see how I got this eye look, go ahead and keep on watching. I went ahead and primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and I did set that with the translucent powder. I'm going to start with this shade on a flat lid brush. This is a rephr 02, and I'm going to pack that shade on my entire eyelid. And I am bringing this shade up into my eye socket, so you can see I'm just pressing inwards right here. This shadow is so pretty. It's kind of like a rosy brown. Now I'm going to take a fluffy crease brush with nothing on it. This is a rephr 15. And I'm just softly going to blend that shade out in my crease and kind of fan the shadow upwards. Just to start to soften out this color. Now on that fluffy crease brush, I'm going to pick up this kind of dusty matte shade, and I'm going to run that throughout the crease. And these two shades go perfectly together. You know, this is the only Pat McGrath palette I have, but whenever I use it, I always forget how easy these shades are to work with. Like that matte shade just kind of blended itself out in my crease. On that same fluffy crease brush, I'm going to pick up a tiny bit of this warm matte brown. I just have a tiny amount of shadow on this brush, and I'm going to lightly pat that on the outer part of my lid to deepen it up. So I'm just doing really light tapping motions on the outer part of my eye. Now whenever I use this palette, I just have to grab for this shimmer right here. So I'm going to take some of that on my finger, and I just want to tap a little bit of this on the very center of my lid. Oh, this shade is so cool. I kind of want this to look like an effortless eyeshadow look. Like so far this is really easy to do. I went ahead and did my under eye concealer off camera, and now let's do the lower lash line. I'm going to take that shade that I put in my crease on the tip of the brush that I used for my lid. So I have the shade like that on my brush, and I'm going to run that across my entire lower lash line. Now I'm going to pick up a little bit of that brown. So again, I just have that on the tip of the brush, and that's going to go on the outer part of my lower lash line. I'm kind of doing the same thing that I did on my lid, where this dark brown is just on the outer half of my eye. Now I'm going to take my Urban Decay eyeliner in Mushroom, and I'm going to run that on my waterline and right in between my lower lashes. So I just kind of like to smudge this in between my lashes. And then just taking that brush I've been using and kind of smudging out that liner. Now I'm going to take my Rare Beauty highlighter in Enlighten and pop that in my inner corner. And a little bit under my brow. I went ahead and popped on my mascara and lashes, and for my lashes I'm wearing the Bright Lashes Half Lash in Flutter. And here's the final close-up of this eye look. Here is what the full face looks like. Let me tell you what else is on my face. For my blush, I decided to switch it up today and I wanted to try more of a berry tone, so I'm wearing this Sigma blush in the shade Berry Love. And then I did pop on a little bit of this Essence blush in Pink Flush on top, and this one does have a little bit of a glow to it, whereas the Sigma one is matte. And then on my lips, I'm wearing my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Iconic Nude. I just had to sharpen it again today. It is slowly getting smaller and smaller. And then for my lipstick, I pulled out an old favorite. This is the BK Beauty lipstick in the shade Grace. I used to wear this one all the time and I forgot how much I love this lipstick. I am super happy with how the eyes turned out today. They kind of look like that effortless eyeshadow style, and it was really easy to do. Like I said, this is the only Pat McGrath palette I have, but whenever I use it, I'm just so impressed with the formula. I would love to know what your favorite Pat McGrath Mothership palette is, because I know she has quite a few, and to me they all look kind of similar, so let me know which one that you love. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.